This is from our good friend Jeff Ratner. Jeff, thank you so much. You're quickly becoming that guy that could call me at 2 a.m. and say, hey, I need change for $1. The stainless hardware that we sell in the store, it's one of those things, it's not obnoxious. It doesn't have the aluminum washer or different colored things or letters around it. We did get the carbon fiber hood refinished. It's at Superior right now. I'm going to go pick it up in a minute. The reason we're going to change the hood, for one, Steve had the carbon hood on it. The CRX hood usually comes across and then dents down. Well, the JDM hood comes and goes up. It gives us more clearance for the engine. You want to use harness tape on this, otherwise it will just unravel itself. We did refinish that area in black. These you can flip them 180 degrees, so you put that in a cleaner spot. Usually that would be up here. I gotta show you this hood here. I don't know if you saw it when we very first had it on the, I mean, it's like you can't even see it out here. It's so shiny.
That's nice.
That is beautiful. So Superior does all of our paint work, and they did just a killer job on this hood. It's dusty. I don't want to wipe it, but I mean, look at that. Remember, I was looking for an SIR or JDM airbox. Well, this is not the airbox I need, unfortunately. It's a Japanese airbox. Obviously, it's got the Japanese writing on it, but this is from the ZC. And from what I'm looking at, it's the same size as our CRX SI, the US airbox. So it's not going to work. It's not what I want. It's not his fault. He sent me a picture and I said, yep, that's it, the one on the right. And he shipped it to us, and unfortunately it's not going to work. So if you need this airbox, hit me up. These are finally in the store. By the time you see this video, don't get mad at me, but the time you see this video, they're probably all going to be sold out.
That's right, these are in the store. Yeah, right.
These are in the store.
I just checked, they're all gone.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, you messed with this again. These just took forever to get. Grip-Tech do such a fantastic job, and I hate to be the one to complain, but I call them and go, hey, how's it looking? Okay, this should be this Wednesday. Oh, now it's next Wednesday. These are a pretty complicated part, especially because we opt for the stainless hub. It's a lot better material than the aluminum. There's less chance of it wearing. It's got a really nice deep key, so make sure when you install these you have a good condition key. Worst case, the key, if it looks beat up, you can kind of dress it with a file, kind of clean it up. It's known as a Woodruff key, by the way. So these are in the store. If we see this video and they're not in the store, I apologize. I will be ordering some more. George is just going over them and cleaning them up with Tessa tape. It just gives it a nice clean look. We'll do a live demonstration right here. George is actually doing a workshop if you want to attend, but by the time you see this video, it's probably going to be over. So I'll play some really cool music right about now. Look at that. Your order is ready. Esther, order's ready.
Order's ready.
By the way, the CRX shirt's going to look like this, but they're going to be in white.
White.
So if you look like that, that's what you'll look like in a CRX shirt.
Yes.
So I don't want to get in trouble with HR, so I'm not going to go any further than that. But if you wouldn't mind picking them up, do you want to take my truck?
Oh, I get to drive something different? Yeah. I'm going to get next to a Mustang and floor it and be like, ha 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 ha. Oh, sorry.
Oh, like I did the other day?
Yes.
With 5 people in the car?
With 5 people in the car, everyone going, oh, you had to do that, didn't you? Right?
These are black. Now the camera makes them look like they're blue, but they're black because I ordered black, and that's what I've got. So
what do you say when you don't get the right color?
Yeah. And again, it's our old t-shirt guy, because the new t-shirt guy doesn't do koozies. This is like stuff, but do you guys deal with this kind of stuff too? Like 10% of what you do is just completely wasted. So we're gonna put them in the store for whatever. What do we have them in the store for?
3 something.
We're gonna put them in the store for $3. The next 100 orders is gonna get one. So if you want it, they're actually good quality. But if you don't want it, just chuck it. It's easier for you to chuck it than me chuck all of these in the garbage, because I've been losing too much money. Oh, good tape,
yep,
haven't
yep. Oh, look at that.
Oh, no, those look sharp.
They do.
Wow, at least something good has come out of this. They look awesome. They look better in white, don't they? Wow, look at that.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
That is awesome. So if you see someone from the other side of the street or the other side of the room rocking one of these, give them a thumbs up. They're a CRX guy. All right, what size is that? Small? Esther, you wear a small?
I do now.
All right, that's your shirt.
Here's me.
Awesome, let's get them in the store. If you haven't seen the video by now, these will probably be sold out by the time you see this video. I'll put it up on Instagram. If any of you CRX guys have been in this game long enough, you know what this guy is, and you know what a usual pain in the butt it is. Well, this one is super easy. Look how much clearance we have for that speedo drive. This is unbelievable. I used to lose knuckles put these back in because it would only go in a certain way, and it used to be really difficult to get your fingers in there. But now we have room for days. I say that, I haven't got the clip in yet.
I'm waiting for the sound of the clip to hit the ground where it's floating over there about
yeah.
it.
You can't hear a needle fall, but you can certainly hear one of these clips fall, and you can hear a whole crowd all show their disappointment. Oh, there it is. Look at that, and then put the rubber boot over. Look at that, that is absolutely beautiful. We ended up buying 3 different clutch lines till we found one that we really liked the way it fit. And trying to get the correct fitting in there, which is an inverted flare, is very important. Most of the kits are designed to go onto the metal hard line that would stop here. We don't have that line, so we wanted it to go directly to the slave cylinder, so pay attention to that if you're going to do that. It's discontinued for the 99 Civic Si, but it's available for the single cam, essentially the same hose. That will be here tomorrow. We'll hook that up. Intake, we're still trying to determine if we can get an SIR box and run that. If not, we're just going to end up running an intake. There is the feed line. This is the supply. This will cut it to size. This guy here is going to go right about there, just like it did on my white CRX back in the day. I'll put a picture in there. That's how I had it 18, 19 years ago. We're more likely going to put a factory OEM Integra Type R header on it. If it doesn't look like it's going to work, if we can't get the intake, then we'll end up putting a header on it, because trying to go for the OEM look, but if we can't put an OEM box, we're not going to put an OEM manifold, we'll put a header on it. So I couldn't go home without finishing it. I just mounted the reservoir and hooked up our little remote hose right there. Look at that. So I want to show you it, but George is gone and I can't press the pedal and show you this guy at the same time, but it works beautifully. I'm so excited. This is like 18 years ago I did this, and it's kind of trying to remember how we did it, but it works perfect. Clutch feels great. That's exactly the same spot as I had it in my white car. I'm so excited. So on that note, I'm going to go home. We'll see you here in the morning.
100.
I think we will pretty easy. All right, so the store is on fire. Now, one of the really fun things about packing the store is packing boxes and taping them. Now, we've gone through 2 different tape guns and 3 different tapes. This is our last tape gun right here. This is a Uline. If you buy a case of tape from Uline, and I thought it was a pain in the butt, so we changed to this one. There's another one here floating around somewhere. Did you just... Okay, so we went to Sam's, and they have the Scotch heavy-duty tape right here. So this is our second version. I thought we had a third one of these floating around somewhere. So I thought this one was a pain until I got this one. Now, I don't know if it's the gun or the tape. Let me give you a little demo. In fact, I'm going to let George do a demo, because I've packed about 20 boxes with this, and I was ready to throw this thing out the window. Now, I probably should move these shirts, because when you try and go down... So that's part of the fun, is loading each time you use it. So I've been going this way and this way on the more heavier packages. We try and pack our boxes real tight so they don't squish. Yeah, it's part of the experience. This is the best part. I particularly like this bit. See, I like that bit. Don't cheat, use your finger. But yeah, when you bend this, the blade comes out. But I don't know if it's the blade that's not sharp enough, or if it's just this tape that's too thick, or what it is.
It seems like it's too far back in there, because I mean, that doesn't go past that guard.
No, well, the tape is in between that guard.
Yeah, of course.
The tape blade's in that guard, so it should be good.
It's easy
but
to
this
push
is so it doesn't pull on your box.
Yeah.
That's a guard, so it doesn't dig your box up. Do another one this way, because I've been doing them like, and it's got a flap there, which is good. That's like part of the experience too, is having that flap that you got to kind of peel back and tape back. Now, if we ever get a job at Amazon, I'm sure they use their own tape dispensers, because they don't use this one. It's good, isn't it?
Why? I mean, it won't go all the way down in there.
No. It's like the blade isn't sharp enough, or the tape is too thick, or it doesn't protrude enough to cut it.
I mean, if you look at there, you can see it's touching the tape, but it's not.
It's scratched it.
Yeah.
These are easy. Mailers are pretty easy, but these are just a real pain. It kind of takes away from the fun of boxing. I really got to talk to someone that knows something about tape dispensers. All right, so I'm going to call someone that will know which tape dispenser to use, and someone that's probably one of the more picky people I know. And if it's good for him, it's definitely good for me.
Yo.
Matt, I've got a really serious question for you.
Okay.
What tape dispenser do you use?
Tape dispenser, meaning
for packaging boxes, yeah, because I am like ready to throw mine out the window.
Oh yeah, you need I think it's called a Better Pack. Yeah, Better Pack is what you want. It's the 555E.
Okay.
They're $1,200. It's the most amazing thing. Like, we had one machine. We have like 4 or 5 of them now, but we had one of them, and that sucker never broke, never. It's just bulletproof. And you know, if you have an 18-inch box, you need like a 21-inch strip or whatever, 24-inch strip. You press the button, it licks it, shoots it out, and boom, takes 2 seconds. The best money you'll ever spend in your life. Believe it or not, right now I'm building a custom closet and learn how to sell this to people.
Nice. Well,
yeah,
I mean, that's kind of what your whole thing is. If it's something that annoys you, it's probably going to annoy somebody else, and you find a better system.
Bingo. Yep.
That's it.
All right, my friend.
All right, buddy.
Else?
I'll let you get back to the building. Thanks.
That's it. Bye.
That might be a little out of our reach. You hear how much that one is, George?
I looked it up on Amazon.
It has buttons here,
Yeah.
and that'll select the inches of tape. You just select 34, it'll shoot out a 34-inch piece of tape.
Yeah.
And this is something that wets the tape.
Yeah.
So we could actually get that paper tape that says LHT on it.
That's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
It's branded.
And then, yeah, you just shoot out a 20-inch piece of tape, it wets it for you, you throw it on the box, and you're done.
Can't find an SIR airbox and I'm running out of time, so if we're going to build a pipe with a filter, which I don't really like that look, but it kind of goes along with the whole theme, we may as well do a header. Now the exhaust that's on it is a really old Greddy. I don't know what we're going to do with that yet. I haven't really looked at it, but I'm thinking if we're going to do a header, we have this one in stock right here. This is a Skunk 2 4-2 into 1. My question is, how much ground clearance does it have? These tubes tend to be kind of low. You see how that sticks out? So that header looks like it just hangs way low. If this was a Civic or an Integra, it'd be okay because they have quite a bit more ground clearance.
I would tell you though, I had one of these on my Integra, and I hit this really hard, and it didn't smash this, but it put a crease on the back of it where it hit the block.
Yeah, it flexed and then flexed back.
Thing, yeah,
I remember that.
these things are absolute tanks.
Let's try the other header we have, that rep header. Let's just get an idea. We'll look at this distance here. It's not the most scientific, but if we just go parallel with that header, we got probably 1.5 inches right there. When you go parallel to that, it's almost the same.
Yeah, but it's only that one point.
Yeah, that's the lowest point right there, that one tube. That one isn't as bad.
No, that one's...
It's not
Clear
horrible.
there.
It's 3/4 of an inch. That is a little bit tighter. I'm going to put the old rule on there.
Not really that much difference.
Not really, is it?
Maybe a 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
It's even.
This is a Mugen header. It's a Mugen 4-into-1. This is almost like it's too risky to run because it's not marked at all.
Got a couple on there.
Yeah, but I mean they're like surface scratches.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not like pounded in from hitting a curb.
Yeah. High-tech Replica Skunk 2 or OEM ITR?
Yeah. Put this one back in the museum. This is the OEM manifold. So one way you know it's the Type R. I don't know why they did it, but this is kind of merged together. There's not two distinctive separate tubes. It's got this heat shield all the way around it. It's kind of cool. Of course, the OEM one has a heat shield on the inside, and then obviously the outer heat shield. See how much more clearance we got up here. Radiator is going to be here, then a little bit of fan. Probably going to have an inch of room, plus the heat shield will keep it cooler. It don't look bad if we refinish that cover. Look at the clearance there. That's it. That is unbelievable.
It's above the traction bar.
It's above the traction bar.
Nice.
That's essentially how much you're going to take out of your OEM shift linkage. This is the old school way of doing it, but you do end up with an OEM piece. So this is so much easier with two of us, by the way. I used to do this back in the day on my own. I used to lay under the car. I used to line this up, get it as close as I could in the car, and often wedge it. Lay back under the car, again, before I had a lift. Lay on my back, line this up, tack it with a MIG, go back upstairs, make sure that the shifter looked good, come back, put another tack on it, take the whole thing out, weld it, put it back in. So with two of us, that took literally 10 minutes.
Oh, got a video here for CRXF.
CRXF, check him out.
Yeah.
That's his YouTube channel. He just sent us a nice letter and said, that's his Instagram, by the way, CRXF. CRX guy, so we're gonna love this guy. Well, he just sent us some Starbucks gift cards and some CRX garnishes for the back. Look at that, they look as close to OEM as you can get. He sells these on his site. So check him out. Give him some love. Go on his Instagram. Go check his site out and buy some of his stuff. Seth, thank you. We'll see you at the Tail of the Dragon meet, October 8th. Where's it at, George?
North Carolina.
You don't know. George will be there.
Fontana Dam, guys.
Fontana Dam. We're going to be following you because you seem to know the roads better than those, so you better know where it is.
I go up there all the time.
Check it out. CRX Seth. Seth, thank you so much. Appreciate it. So the end links are in pretty bad shape. You see the bushing's cracked right there. Well, the other one actually fell apart. There it is right there. So we've got a pair of those coming. We have two S2s left in the store in stock, so you can order these. After that, it's going to be order only, which means you place the order. It takes about 45 days to get them. The price is going to go up on these also because the price of aluminum has gone up and the price of machining. So if you want to see a quick side-by-side, we did a video on this. This is the one that comes in the kit, and you see that's like a wall as you look in there. Really bad for airflow. We did a full airflow analysis of this, and you'd be amazed how much low and high pressure spots and obviously turbulence is in here. I'll see if I can find that data. I'm going to do another video on that because it's really interesting. This was the one after all the 3D modeling. This is the 3D printed one. This was good enough that we could actually bolt it to the kit and bolt everything, make sure it fits, and do obviously another flow analysis. And then this is the finished part, the billet one. This is beautiful one-piece billet. It's not manufactured in China. It's made here in the United States by our good friends at Crable. They do all of our CNC machining. But look at this. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we now have that. We have a working throttle cable, if you can just activate that. Activation complete. So next episode, I'm going to show you as detailed as I can about putting the air conditioning in here. It's not as hard as you think. One of the key functions here is the position of the motor. A lot of people ask me, why don't you just put a mount kit in there? Why don't you get the motor and put it forward? Look at that, demonstrating the shifter. The key function here is position. Look at the engine. Look at my position of the engine compared to most others. Most others, this over here, is measured in millimeters. Mine, I can put my foot in there. So, air conditioner, next episode, tune in. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Don't forget, hit the subscribe, hit the like, do all that stuff. Help us grow, and we'll show you more. And don't forget, CRX t-shirts are in the store. Check them out. Buy them while you can.